Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Hello, hello. This is Sherry from the Paper Crafters Workshop, and I'm joined by, across the room, actually, nobody. I am flying solo tonight. Matt had to go to a meeting that was unfortunately scheduled at the same time. So I am running the technology. I have the products. I probably won't make the same jokes that Matt does, but you know what? We are here and I have some good stuff to share with you. Um, if you guys could please just do me a favor, since I am flying solo, maybe just jot in the comments if you are watching live, if you can hear me okay, if you can see all the things that I'm working on. I will do my very best to keep my eyes on the comments, but I'm not going to lie, these old eyes and the tiny type on my computer, I might not be able to see them. So if I do miss something, I will come back afterwards and join in. But yeah, if you can just jot in the comments whether you can hear me okay. Excellent. Hear and see you. Thank you, Peggy Ann. I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to jump right in. Yeah, here we go. So first out of my little bucket here beside me is the latest round of Tim Holtz Distress Spritzes. I believe, if my math is correct, this is the third set of 12. Somewhere I remembered seeing it was the final set, but I'm not sure if he will eventually be releasing all of the colors. So I'm going to say that I probably have my information incorrect. Maybe it was the last set of this year. I don't know. But let me just say that this is and again, I'm saying it's the third set of third set of 12. Someone can jump in and correct me if I'm wrong, because, some of these things have been coming in so fast and furiously that I haven't been able to keep up. So taking a look at this palette here, it's got a lot of great neutrals in this set. Some really popular colors like Salvage Patina. This one's already been flying off the shelf. Squeeze Lemonade, which is a nice bright yellow. And then, your favorites like Lumberjack Plaid and Rustic Wilderness and Crackling Campfire. And I know all our purple lovers love this Villainous Potion. So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. I did just jump right in. So yes, that's what happens when I'm here all by my lonesome. So if you are new to Distress Spritzes, which is a mouthful in and of itself, it is a little bit different than the mica sprays, which Tim came out for the various holidays. So the mica stains, or I call them mica sprays, he had some Halloween versions. He had winter/Christmas versions that came out as sets last year. And then this year he broke those sets apart and you can buy them individually. So if you had one or two favorite colors that you have used all up, you can now repurchase those in individual colors. But one of the biggest questions we get asked in the store is, what is the difference between these ones and these ones? So here is the easy version to remember. The mica stains, first of all, they are specialty colors that he came out with for those holiday seasons. They are not typical colors in his 72 color distress palette. The mica stains, these little bottles that I'm holding in my hand right now, they have a mica powder in them and they are suspended in a colored fluid. So when you spray it out, it's got the mica as well as the fluid that is translating the color onto your projects. The distress spritzes are part of Tim's standard color palette. So as we were talking about, Salvage Patina, Faded Jeans, Broken China, Villainous Potion, all of his traditional colors. And that mica is suspended in a clear fluid. So when you spray, really all you're getting is that shimmer. And the way Matt describes it is actually really good to remember. With the spritzes, say you've inked and you have created a background using squeezed lemonade. When you use the squeezed lemonade spritz on top of it, you are really just layering on that same color of shimmer. So that's the difference between the spritz and the stain. They both have mica in it. You can see the fluid kind of settling at the bottom of the bottles here. It's the same with these guys. The mica powder is suspended in that solution, and when it settles, it will settle out and separate to some degree. So here's the trick for shaking it up and getting it ready to go. You want to ring it like a bell until you get that ball rattling. Hopefully you can hear that coming through my microphones there. So you want to just keep shaking it or rattling it like a bell like this. If you shake it up and down, that mica powder is going to get up inside the nozzle and clog it up. So that's another thing to remember is when you are done using your spritzes for the session, whether you're crafting for an afternoon, an evening, what have you, do make sure that you at least wipe out your nozzle. Ideally, you're going to unscrew it, put it in a small jar of just clear water and spray until that runs clear to keep that nozzle running clean. Now, we do offer replacement nozzles. So say something happens and it does get clogged up, you can replace the nozzle. You don't have to throw the whole thing out. But if you just take that extra minute or two when you are cleaning up, you're going to get those or keep those working beautifully for you. Now, another thing that Tim recommends is that you do store them on their side. Because again, what that's going to do is when that mica, let's see if I can see how it's all settled at the bottom here. It's settling all down that side. So then when you turn it this way to ring it, that ball is not stuck in the powder. It's not stuck in that mica stuff. It's going to be loose and it's going to be able to shake out and mix up a whole lot easier than if the ball is, kind of stuck in that powder and having to get loose before it can shake things up. So to that end, we are happy to announce that in addition to this latest set of 12 colors, the storage tins are now in stock. I know he announced these when the very first set of 12 colors came out, but they're finally here. So it is a little bit longer. How long is it? It's longer than 12 inches. I'm going to say it's probably close to 13 inches in length, and one tin will hold 12 spritzes. So it's up to you whether you want to store them by set, whether you want to store them by color family, so like your blues and purples together, your greens and yellows together, your pinks and reds together. That's totally up to you. But these tins will give you room to hold 12 spritzes. And just by nature of how this tin is designed, the spritzes just fit inside here and they lay on their side. So it's totally in accordance with how Tim recommends storing those spritzes. So that is all you ever wanted to know about distress spritzes, and probably a little bit more. But if you are missing some colors or for your collection, or maybe you just love all the spritzes, the latest 12, and like I said, I believe it is the third set of 12, are now in store. All right, and the best way to know, if you're curious as to, well, what colors do I already have? You're going to go to our website, right here, papercraftersworkshop.ca, and in the November new arrivals, you can filter down the left-hand side, Tim Holtz Distress, And that way you'll see what those 12 latest colors will be. And that way you can, tick them off your list, make sure you get all the colors that you're looking for, and making sure doing your best to make sure you don't duplicate something you may already have, because you're like, well, I don't think I have that one. Well, just check out November and that'll have the 12 latest colors. Thank you all again for joining me tonight. If you are just tuning in late, as a few of you are, we're flying solo tonight here. There's no peanut gallery, so I feel a little bit like I'm talking to myself, but I've got all of my crafty friends joining me tonight. So thank you for tuning in on this Wednesday evening, Wednesday, November 13th. Okay, next up, I have some waffle flour. I believe I showed, did I do what's new last week? Yes, I believe I showed some new waffle flour last week. What I'm going to share with you this week is something that you may have already seen, because we've had some of these in the store for a little while, but this is a series that we have fallen in love with, and we're just going to keep adding to it as Nina at Waffle Flour comes out with more. And as you know, we didn't buy all of the line all at once, so we got room to grow. This is a whole series of book related items, and it all started with this simple shelves die. Doesn't look like much when it is flat, but here is a beautiful sample that Ellen made for us. And this die here, this simple bookshelf or simple shelf die, simply makes a beautiful wall unit bookshelf. Oh, Ellen says she messed up the time zones. She's here from California. So hey, Ellen, everybody give a round of applause to Ellen here for this adorable little bookshelf sample that she made. And so there's the bookshelf, and then there's all kinds of add-ons that you can get to just decorate things up and have lots of fun. So come back to that one. There is this set here that's got the little storage crates. It's got plants. It's got a mug and a pen. Don't have any pictures for that one. This one here has that clock, the lamp, even a little magazine file folder. Some more little crates and some more plants. So you can really just go to town. If you love to build scenes like Darlene does, like I do, like Tanya does, like a lot of us do, we like to build these little scenes and make them personal. I don't know if you can tell, but Ellen has even built in some pattern paper here with little Polaroids, just to give some extra depth and dimension, and it's so super cute. So this is the whole shelf series. So this is the shelf add-ons. This is shelves add-on additions. And this is where sometimes you just really have to read the label to make sure that you are getting the right thing. There is also a simple shelves stencil. So this is a 2-layer stencil. You can either just stencil on instead of die cutting your books and your lamps and so on and so forth, or you could use these to add extra depth and dimension to your die cuts. So there's that stencil there. And this one over here, even though these won't fit on that bookshelf that I just showed you, this is a simple books stencil. So you can see that it's got the spines and fun stuff. This one's got little books. And then here are some little wall shelves, complete with little brackets and little add-ons that you can decorate things up. You know, these would make really fun little, if you didn't want to put them on the card, you could do up just a little panel and put it in a picture frame for someone. It would be really cute to do like 3 different pictures and customize it to the recipient. What a great gift idea that would be. And you know, I think Ellen can attest, and Darlene can attest to just how much fun it is to build scenes. This one here, what is this one called? It's of course covered up. This is the catalog die. So this is dies with the books as well that you can match with that stencil set. And there is a die as well. Now I will, or sorry, not a die, a stamp. There is another stamp set that actually has cats that sit on the shelves. But ever since we've been looking at this, it has been out of stock at Waffle Flower. So really hoping that they come in soon so we can complete our set. But that's why you see the little paw footprints on here and things like catastrophe and perfect catalog. Love your catitude. But it's got the little books, the little spines and things to go on and finish them up. Or you can do just like Ellen did here, where she just used her penmanship and drew on the elements. So she's got 101 plants. She's got a scrapbooking book on here. And by all means, you could customize that to someone's favorite authors or hobbies and that kind of thing. Ellen says, let me pop this one up here. The stamp matches the stencil and the die cuts for decorations. So yes, Ellen is our resident book expert, and we'll have lots more samples for this coming soon as well. So I wanted to share that with you in case you guys have missed it. Oh, and then Ellen also created a beautiful TN page for using the books. So don't have to use it for cards. You can use it in your memory keeping, in your larger journals. Got some little books on here. So lots and lots of good stuff. And let me tell you, being a book lover right now is right on trend. Between Lawn Fawn and Waffle Flower, Spellbinders, a lot of the different brands are featuring books and reading. And I know with my kids, there was always this saying, you know, for holidays and for gift giving, give them something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read. This would be perfect to go along with the something to read and really, you know, really just personalize it and jazz things up. So that is some fun stuff from Waffle Flower. I have one new thing. So we are restocked on the grip mats, especially the 6.5 by 8.5 size. That has been our most popular size, but we brought in a size that we didn't have before. And partly that's because we're like, well, why, oh, why would you just want a little teeny tiny 4x4 grip mat? Well, let me tell you why you would want a 4x4. I actually have two reasons. In watching Nina from Waffle Flower, the owner of Waffle Flower, she actually recommends this little 4x4 size. Oh, and it does come with the little grids as well. If you have your large grip mat on, say, a glass mat or on your surface, I think you guys I've told you before, I just went to the kitchen store and bought a glass cutting mat so that I can keep my my grip mat on it and not have to peel it off and put it away all the time. But let me tell you, this little mini guy would go right with it as well. Sorry for the Velcro, but I need to pull out my ink pad. So the little 4x4 is ideal for holding your ink pad steady. So if you are ink blending, you've got your main grip mat here. Actually, let me grab it. Let me grab my big one and see if it all makes sense. So say I'm standing here working and I still have my cover on, but say I'm stenciling away, I'm doing my ink blending. Don't always have room, depending on how big my paper is. I don't always have room to put my ink pads here on this same mat. So if you have that little 4x4, you're going to put your ink pad on there and it's not going to move. Now it's moving now because I still have the cover on it. But let me demonstrate on this one. You've got your ink pad on here and you're blending. It's not moving at all. Yeah, a little one for your ink pad. Yeah, Donna, we had the exact same thought. When we saw that she had 4x4, we're like, what the heck? Why would you ever want a 4x4? Now it all makes sense. So this would also make an ideal stocking stuffer. So if you are looking to give someone you love a stocking stuffer idea, that little 4x4 grip mat is just perfect. Now, the other reason why you might want a 4x4 grip mat actually segues into the next thing I'm going to show. So let's come back to that in just a second. There is a method to my madness. We had a surprise super mini release from Lawn Fawn that kind of caught us all by surprise, but when you think about it, it's actually not that big of a surprise. Earlier this year, I want to say it was in between the in between the summer and the fall Christmas release, Lawn Fawn launched a whole new series of products called coloring stencils. And I have done, I think between Darlene and I, we've done a couple of different learning lives and things like that. So if you are not someone who likes to color with markers, these coloring stencils are layered stencils that help you color in Lawn Fawn images. And here I've just taken my stencils and created myself a little template. But the idea is you don't need to color with markers. You do not need to color with pencils. You can absolutely use the tools you already have for stamping, whether it's oxide ink, whether it's distress ink, whether it's, really any, of course, Lawn Fawn ink, any brand of ink. Use your blending tools, use your ink to color in your Lawn Fawn critters and have lots of fun without stressing about shading and whether you got the right markers for it. And let me tell you, when they first launched the coloring stencils, I think people were a little bit skeptical, but I can tell you by the way things have been selling lately, people are loving it. It is sometimes faster, not always faster, but sometimes faster. It gives you a whole new life if you are not a colorer, and it just really makes it easy, neat, and fast. So Lawn Fawn did this little surprise mini release, bringing back some stamp sets from the past, from the vault, as they say, and have included coloring stencils for all of those older stamp sets. So I'm just bringing the stamp sets out here just to show you. You guys, some of these you may recognize, some of them, like this guy, what number is he? He's number 976. So that, you can tell the smaller the code number, the older the stamp set. But the penguins, the reindeer, they're super cute. And now they all have coordinating coloring stencils as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So a couple of my sets. We've got You Autumn Know, which was a super popular mouse set. It was really when the mice were taking off. And can you imagine using the coloring stencils to color in these leaves and mix and match your colors a lot more easily than if you were using Copic markers? So every set has the little images etched on there, so you can layer them up, you can match them up. Then there is Mice on Ice. There is a Den Sweet Den. So again, back to books. Books are super hot. We've got the little books here. We've got the lamp. We've got the Den Sweet Den. So you can mix this with the Little Woodland Library. Bring in the bears. Bring in some more reading. And then winter and Christmas, we've got Toboggan Together with a stencil. We've got Ho Ho Holidays if you want Santa and Mrs. Claus for your collection. The little sleigh, that's super cute. This was, I think, one of the original Christmas releases when we first purchased the store and started bringing in Lawn Fawn. I remember this from my early days as a Lawn Fawn fan. This one is Christmas Dreams. So you've got the little puppy, the little kitty, and all their things that they're dreaming about for Christmas. Little gift wrapped fish, little gift wrapped phone. And then we've got the winter skies with Santa flying through the sky and the little critters looking up at the night sky. So lots of really fun techniques. Let me take a breath and check in on comments here. Nancy says, I think the stencils are a great idea, especially if you want to do a volume of cards. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you are mass producing, you could very easily whip through a whole bunch, stamp them all out, color them all up, die cut them, and away you go. But this is where I'm going to come back full circle. If you've got your Lawn Fawn critters stamped out on smaller pieces, or maybe you have a stash. If you are like Darlene, if you are like me and you have a stash of already cut Lawn Fawn images. Dun, 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 dun. That's where your little baby grip mat is going to come into play. Do I have any tucked away hand close by? I do not. But you could put just your little image on here, whether he's close cut, whether he has already been die cut out. Put your critter down, put your stencil on top, and ink away. You don't have to worry about having your full piece. You don't have to worry about having a big grip mat. This is a nice little size that you could do a couple of Lawn Fawn critters and away you go. Ellen says you can use it as a base. Yes, you can use it as your base. Stick the critters to them. Whether you're coloring with Copics or whether you are coloring with the stencils, this little baby grip mat is perfect. Also great for traveling. So maybe you are going on an airplane and you just want to take a really small little case of supplies. You're going away to the cottage, to the trailer, to a friend's house. You don't want to lug your big thing. This little guy will do the trick for a lot of this small coloring. And just to me, it is a darling size that you can use in many different ways. So there you go, 2 for the price of 1. We talked about new Lawn Fawn. We talked about that 4x4 grip mat. Darlene is saying, perfect for the Lawn Fawn Create With Us classes with Jen Shirkus. 100%. If you are doing a virtual class and you have already pre-stamped and pre-cut your images, but then you're going into color, those little tiny grip mats, you don't have to worry about the little strips of tape anymore. Totally easy for your coloring purposes. There you go. All right, what else do I have in my little bin? So while we're still talking about Lawn Fawn, part of when we got the stencils in, there were also 2 new metallic papers. There is a metallic red. It is 100 pounds. There are 5 sheets in the set. And I will say that this is more, I mean, it's still very shiny, but it is more of a matte finish compared to, say, the Miri card from Prism Studios that we have been carrying and people have been loving. So it gives you that metallic shine without it being that super mirror shiny. So it's a great option. And then there is champagne. So it is a very pale gold. It would not at all be what I would call as a yellow gold or anything like that. It's this beautiful champagne color. And these are great for holiday crafting, specifically at this time of year. Now, once again, here's my added 2 cents worth. All metallic papers, Lawn Fawn included, are very soft papers. So when you are die cutting with these papers, either cut your paper super close to the die that you are cutting, don't have a lot of extra, or make sure that you have a nice, clean, pristine set of cutting plates that have no marks in it. Even if they're just indents, not even cuts, but indents in your plate, it will transfer to your paper. So in order to keep all of your paper pristine, and I mean, this is precious. There's 5 sheets and you want it to last as long as possible. That's why I do recommend cutting it close, really just cutting it to what you need to die cut and trying to use a clean set of plates to keep things mark free. And I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I have not listened to my own advice and die cut something, had extra paper left over, and all of a sudden it's not usable because it's got all these indents in it and it just does not look pretty. So that is my 2 cents worth with any metallic cardstock, including Lawn Fawn. Also from Lawn Fawn, back in the fall, they came out with some Halloween color twine. There was purple and orange and black and white. Well, now we've got some beautiful jewel tones. So this one is teal. This one is, of course, my favorite, emerald. And this one is burgundy. There was also a 4th color called latte, already sold out. So I'm going to see if I can get some more added on to our December 12th release. Now, it may be a little deceiving. The way these colors look is maybe on screen. I know when we first saw it in the catalog, we thought they were metallic. They're not. This hemp twine just does have a bit of a coating on it. And so it does give that shiny look, but it is not metallic. So I just wanted to call your attention to that so you're not surprised if you pick these up and wonder why they don't look like what you thought they did. But three new gorgeous jewel tones with a fourth going to be reordered. And as a sneak peek, as a little tidbit that you did not hear from me, there will be some additional colors in the December 12th release as well. Okay, so that is it from Lawn Fawn. We don't usually have something from Lawn Fawn in November, but this was a little sneaky one that Kelly Marie and the team snuck in. For those of you who are huge Lawn Fawn fans, or maybe these coloring stencils are just intriguing you, the next release from Lawn Fawn is December 12th. It is their Valentine's Day release, and it's what they would call a mini release. There's a couple, maybe 3-4 stamp sets, couple dies, few little extra add-ons, including the twine, I think some washi tape, and it's just going to tide us over through the holiday season and get us playing with Valentine's stuff. Before you even know it, they're already giving us a Valentine's. Okay, where did my water go? My water's all the way over here. Need a quick sip before I show you the next thing. How am I doing? Are you guys missing Matt? Are you missing the pitter patter of the peanut gallery? I know he will be sad to have missed tonight, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, talking about cookies, talking about side dishes. That might have been a bit of a stretch, but coming back around to Tim Holtz, we have 5 new die sets that are called Sidekick Side Orders from Tim Holtz. These are mini sets that are designed specifically for the Sizzix Sidekick, which is the Sizzix compact cutter. By all means, these would also work in your Spellbinder Scout, or if you have the Crafter's Companion mini set. All of these are small and designed for those smaller machines. And you know what? I have to laugh. I'm just going to put this up here. Matt Who? Yes, he's always good entertainment, and he's the one that ships out all your stuff. So we need to be good to him, but he's not here. So what happens in the live stays in the live, right, everyone? And Cheryl's saying no peanut gallery comments tonight. Nope, I am flying solo, and knock wood, technology is holding up. Okay, so back to these side orders. You know, Tim likes his good puns, his good little catchphrases. He's definitely a man after my own heart when it comes to words and wordplay. So that we are a little bit late to the game, and you've probably already seen these at other places, but you know what? They're here now, so that's really all that matters. This one is super fun. It's called the Letterboard, and it's got the little embossing folder. So each one of these has a mini embossing folder. Let me open one, and we'll deconstruct it, and then I'll carefully put it back together, or swap it for the one that's sitting in Darlene's basket at the store. So this is the coffee one. This one is called Fresh Brewed. Comes in the super cute little envelope. I wish we could buy those envelopes separately because those are super cute. And so there is a little mini embossing folder in each set. These look like they are they are 4.5 by 2.5. Super cute, super cute. So that little tiny embossing folder, and then there is your die set. This is where I would, grab one of your 3x4 PCW magnets, throw that on there, throw the magnet in the pouch along with your embossing folder, and everything stays organized. But this is the coffee one. So this one is fresh brewed. Got the cute little mug, the iced coffee, and then the venti, the traditional takeout coffee cup there. And by all means, you can customize colors, make it look like a Tim Hortons cup, a Starbucks cup, a second cup, a McDonald's cup, whatever does the trick for you. So that is fresh brewed. We've got this one here that, as I was saying, is called letterboard. So the embossing folder is the board itself, and then you've got all the great little letters to spell out your words. We have this fun little one for birthdays, which will be coming up. It's called Celebrate Year of Birthdays. I will circle back to that. Everything is all interrelated here tonight. Little polka dots, great little fun stuff. We've got holiday. So how cute is that Santa? Partial to snowman. And oh my goodness, this little gobble gobble gingerbread man just makes me smile with a little candy cane stripe embossing folder. And last but not least, got to have some Valentine's in there as well. The little candy box, the envelope, the little arrow, and all of the little hearts. So these are the new Sidekick side orders. It's been quite a while since he's released some side orders. So super exciting to have some new stuff there. All right, I said, we're doing lots of circles. So I talked a little bit about birthday. Ellen says the gingerbread man looks a bit Halloweenish. You know what? Absolutely could be. Or maybe you just, maybe he's a pumpkin man and he's got a jack-o'-lantern face. Creativity, there is absolutely no limit. I'm going to come over. Nope, not that screen, this screen here. Talking about birthdays. You may have seen my posts on social media and in my email this morning. We have our kit finalized for our birthday Kickstart event. If you are not familiar with this event, it is hosted by myself and 4 other stores. There is Brenda from Stamplicity in Port Colborne. She's my sister Canadian in this group. We have Margaret from Winneconne Crafts in Wisconsin. We have Sharon from Buffalo Stamps and Stuff in Buffalo. And we have Nina at Creative Escape in California. The 5 of us host this event. You get this fabulous kit. And then each one, we work really hard to divvy up the kit. And each one of us will teach a 2-hour class. Our Christmas Kickstart, we only did 90 minutes, and we found that we were all such overachievers. 90 minutes was just not enough. So we're each going to do a 2-hour class, 180 minutes, plus on Sunday. So the classes will be on Friday and Saturday. The event is taking place live January 24th to 26th, the last weekend of January. Friday and Saturday are those 2-hour classes. And then on Sunday, we each come back and we do another 45-minute session with inspiration and adding in some extra stuff that you may not have. So Friday and Saturday are craft along days. You're going to craft with us. You are going to come away with finished projects. You are going to have lots of birthday cards to get your year started off right. And then the Sunday sessions are a little bit more watch along, where you can get ideas, you can get extra formats, you can see what else we are doing with this kit, as well as some additional supplies. So in our birthday Kickstart kit, we have a fabulous birthday collection from Echo Park. And guys, this is not stuff that's released yet. This is stuff that is going to be coming in the near future, but we got it first. And we are super happy to be playing with it. So you're going to be, first to get your hands on a lot of this product. There's the Hip Hip Hooray paper collection. It's a 12 by 12 collection. So 12 by 12 papers, as well as a sticker sheet. There are 2 dies. There is a words die. I think it's called Birthday Cheers. Then there is the numbers. And you know what? This is from a new designer from Spellbinders. Super secret at this point. It will be revealed in the next month or so, but you're the first that is going to be able to play with this. So we're really excited about that. We've added in a star stencil, and we're going to show you some different techniques that you can do with stenciling. And what you don't see in this picture here is that we are going to be there with this collection, this die collection. There is also a Better Press plate set. Now we know not everybody has Better Press, so we are going to pre-press and pre-glimmer some sentiments for you as well that you can mix and match and use in the projects as well. It is a fabulous event. Donna is saying that she's really excited, can't wait for the birthday kickstart. Looks like an awesome kit. Faye is all signed up. She's ready to go. So if you're not signed up yet, go and get signed up. It is, if you just go to our website and type in the word kickstart, all one word, you will absolutely get to that link to get signed up. Kits will be assembled and ready to go early January. We're going to wait till we get through the craziness of the holiday season, but you will definitely have it well in time for class. All right. See, everything's connected. We talked about Valentine's, we talked about books, we talked about the mini grip mat, we talked about birthdays, and back to this great birthday class. Here I am playing, so let's hide that back up. So now you see the selection here. And you know, when we're talking birthday, yep, I am going to do the segue. I'm going to keep going, segueing through. We're restocked on Instacake. This is our fabulous little partnership with Instacake out of British Columbia. We sold out of these hot chocolate brownie packs so fast you can't even believe it. There are 3 different hot chocolate brownie. There's one with chocolate frosting, there is one with marshmallow frosting, and there is one with peppermint frosting, and the peppermint frosting one is gluten-free. So if you have someone who has a gluten intolerance, that they can play along as well. So we've got that set. Now we are low on the snowman peppermint set. We also have vanilla, lemon, and chocolate for just regular birthdays if you didn't want a holiday pack. But let me tell you, how darling is this? And yes, guess what I'm having when the live is done? This is my little treat for after the live. Inside the kit, I feel like I've made Instacake on camera before. I can't remember, but if you didn't see it, it's super easy. You've got your little cake mix here. You've got your frosting pack. You're going to just smoosh it all up and get it all kneaded and mixed up and ready to spread. You've got sprinkles. You've got the candy cane. In these holiday ones, the brownie ones, you've also got marshmallows. And then you've got this little packet of goodies. This is all you need, plus a little bit of water to make up the Instacake. And yes, I'm making this right after this live, so I'm totally okay with opening this all up. You've got this opens up. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. So your little cup here, you're going to dump your cake mix in here. You're going to use this included measuring spoon. You just kind of fold it along, nope, that way. Make yourself a little spoon. You want 4 of these filled with water. This is equal to 1 tablespoon. You're going to do it 4 times. Pour it in. Use your mixing spoon. Mix it all up. You're going to microwave it for 1 minute. Easy peasy. Let it sit again for another minute or 2 after that, because it does come out really hot. And then you got your frosting, you've got your decorations, you've got your little spoon to eat with, and if you really want to decorate it up, you've got your little snowman to stick in here. These make amazing little stocking stuffers, and again, I'm super excited that they have gluten-free for my niece, and lots of great flavors to choose from. So that's from birthday to cake. And now, unfortunately, I do not have a credible segue, so I'm just going to jump right in. We all love cake. We all love winter. Well, some of us. Um, and a lot of us love hockey. Yeah, sorry. That was a pretty pathetic segue, but yeah, we are here with hockey paper. Oh, sorry, back to the cake. Sherry's saying, does anyone else think they'd eat the frosting while it was microwaving? Not gonna lie, that may have happened once or twice, but I will tell you that the cake is really tasty with the frosting. So if you can hold off, then you can really enjoy the full experience. And Linda's asking, am I gonna wait for Matt to get back so I can share? If he wanted it, this one's been sitting there for a little while. If he'd wanted it, he would have had it. So too bad, so sad. And there's more at the store. So all that good stuff. Not everything in life needs to be shared. I share a lot with him. This one, not so much. Okay, so game day hockey kit. This is an older reminiscence kit. We brought in a whole bunch. We took some and we split them up because we couldn't get single sheets anymore, but we wanted to make sure that you guys had single sheets at your disposal. So in this kit alone, you've got 8 12 by 12 papers. There's 2 of each sheet in the kit, and there is a coordinating sticker pack. That's what the stickers look like. I know people have been asking and waiting patiently, not so patiently, for hockey stuff. So, you know, we're so happy to have these in here. And if you like this, we've got it. A new one is being released very shortly. We have it on order and we will be getting that in as well. So anyone who is being anxiously awaiting for hockey paper, we are so excited to finally have this in stock. Now let's take this. Can I? No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that open nicely. I believe that the papers are single-sided, so just keep that in mind. But look at some of these beautiful, beautiful designs. And this is whether you've got a hockey player in your life, or maybe you've just gone to a hockey game, or maybe you just like the look of skates. I don't know. Flaming puck. Great stuff. So that is the hockey paper, and unfortunately that's the only paper that I've got to share with you tonight. Okay, that comes to the end of my pile. This cake is, you know, calling my name. Thank you to Ellen again for your beautiful samples. Thank you for those of you who expressed interest in that little mini grip mat, and thank you to everyone who loves cake. I will tell Matt that you guys all missed him terribly, that I absolutely cannot do this very often without him. So we'll make sure that he is back next week to give us his little 2 cents on everything. And until then, make sure you are going to the website, check out the new arrivals section for November. And also, don't forget there is the pre-Black Friday special buys. We've got tons of 6x6 pads, 6x8 pads, and 12x12 collections. If you're local, pop into the store. They're all along the back counter. If you are shopping online, you can go, there is a special buys tab. What I will do as soon as I get off this live and as soon as I have my cake, I will put up a banner to help you guys find those special buys as well. And that's just the beginning. Black Friday is now a week and a half away, and let me tell you guys, it's going to be an awesome week. So you're going to want to be watching your inboxes, watching our social media, and just seeing what Retail Matt has up his sleeve. All right, folks. Oh, Ellen, thank you. She's put the link in the comments there for the special buys. But again, I will go and put a banner up on the website so you can find it easily. And or go back to my email from, I think it was Monday morning, which was supposed to have been Sunday night, but it didn't send. So all those good stuff, we will help you find it. All right, guys, I think that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay warm. It's been quite fresh out lately. And here's to another great week. Take care, everyone. Good night.